Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to MRF MMSC fmsci. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to MRF MMSC. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to MRF MMSC fmsci Indian National Car Racing Championship 2022. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to MRF MMSC fmsci.
check, check onto hello, check.
check, check, check. 1 second now. check. 1, 2, 3.
Check, check, mic check, check, check.
இது கூட சேஞ்ச் பண்ணுங்கயா என்ன இவ்வளோ அழுக்கா இருக்கு A very warm welcome to all our viewers to the Madras International Circuit. And we are here for the MRF MMSC fmsci Indian National Car Racing Championship 2022. And this is round one of the championship. The cars lined up are the FLGB 1300 or the Formula 1300 cars. And in pole position, we have Akshit Kumran from Team M Sports. In P2 is a veteran, Diljit TS from DTS Racing. P3 is Vishwas Vijay Kumar, also from DTS Racing. And P4 is the first of the Momentum Racing cars with Chetan Surineni. So it's going to be interesting because these are all drivers who've been there for some time now on the circuit. In P5 is Aman Nagdev, also from M Sport. So these top five are very much within the second in the qualifying. So it's going to be interesting. 8-lap race with a slight change in weather. Anything is possible. Be right there. Watch all the action live.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to MRF MMSC fmsci Indian National Car Racing Championship 2022. We are here for the round one. Race one, starting with the FLGB 1300. This is your host, Anil Kumar S. This would be a 8-lap race, starting with the formation lap, and we have a total of 14 cars on the grid. Earlier the day, the qualifying session for these cars were done, and we will go through the grid list soon, and it will appear right on your screen. These are the Formula LGB 1300. We have some of the seasoned drivers in this and some new drivers as well. As you see, that's a formation board display for the drivers. It's 8-lap race apart from the formation lap. The 1-minute board is out. All the pit crew members now enter the pit lane, clearing of the main track for the formation lap to start. We have various teams participating here: Team M Sport, Team DTS, Team Momentum Motorsports, and we have the Team Haston and Team Quest Motorsports participating in this category. The 30-second board would come out now. That's the 30 seconds board out now, and we will have the green flag waved to start the formation lap. Now that's the start of the formation lap. All the cars will have a quick warm-up, come back to the grid for the race start. As mentioned, this would be an 8-lap race. For viewers who have joined us late, we are here at the MRF MMSC fmsci Indian National Car Racing Championship 2022 Round 1. This is also a special year for us at MMSC as we celebrate 70 years of our existence in motorsports. Okay, and that's our starting grid position. On pole position is car number 66 from M Sport Akshit Kumaran. On P2 is Diljit from DTS Racing, and on second row it's Vishwas Vijayaraj from DTS, followed by Chetan from Momentum, and on the third row it's Aman Nagdev on fifth position from M Sport, and on the sixth place it's Rahul Rangaswamy, the seasoned driver here from M Sport, and on seventh place it's Arjun S. Nair from Momentum, and on P8 it's Joel Joseph, and starting the fifth row is Vineet Kumar from DTS Racing, and followed by Adit Parashar from Haston Racing on P10, and on the sixth row is Arya Singh, followed by Mohit Aryan, and the last row it's Dhruv A. Goswami, and ending the grid is Tejas GS. All the 14 cars would now come onto the grid for the start of the race. As mentioned, this is an 8-lap race. That would be approximately 30 kilometers of racing activity. It's a cloudy weather out here, a pleasant weather. We have 3 races lined up for today, starting off with the FLGB 1300. Those are cars coming up to the grid. Once all the cars come onto the grid, make their position, the race lights would start up. We're all excited for the start of round 1 of the 2020 Car Championship. There's the 5-second board. The lights will come in any moment. Yeah, the lights are on. We can hear the cars rev. The lights are off and the race is on. That's the lap 1 of race 1 starting as all the cars move towards the turn 1. There's been an exciting race here started at turn 1, and we could see a tough competition there between DTS Racing and M Sport cars. Car number 44 just goes out of the track and is back on track now as we move towards turn 3. You can see a lot of dust coming in there. All cars safe, and on first position is car number 66 Kumaran, leading the race as they move towards turn 4, followed by the DTS Racing cars in second and third position, and there's a momentum car which moved to the third place. It's Diljit on second place from DTS Racing. Diljit is closing in on Akshat there. On third place is Chetan from Momentum. The top 6 cars fighting there closely for the first position. It's a very close race here. We don't see a huge lead by any drivers here. It's a very close race happening, bunched up in 3 groups. And as we see, it's DTS car number 44, Diljit, leading the race. Very closely right behind him is Akshat, and Akshat makes a move there. And has he made the move? Has he moved over Diljit? As the drivers come towards the bridge corner. And that's Diljit leading the race, followed by Akshat Kumaran as they end the lap 1. There's a very close fight between the top 3 cars. That's Akshat Kumaran, Diljit and Vishwas Vijay. And that's Diljit, and on the second position is Vishwas, has moved into second place. Very closely on inside is Akshat trying to make a move on Vishwas, but Akshat has to settle for the third place, and now Diljit making his headway through the race, followed by Diljit in second place. Diljit is making his headway and taking a good lead there, followed by his teammate Vishwas in second place. And on the third place, it's car number 66, Akshat. On your screen, you see that's the race leader, Diljit, on car number 44, followed by car number 95, his teammate Vishwas. And on the third place is car number 66, the pole position driver, Akshat. There's the second lap of the race, and there's 7 laps to go. The leader now comes onto the third sector. There's a very close battle for the third position there, and currently on third position is Rahul Rangasamy, who just overtook his teammate Akshat Kumaran. So as the riders come to the end of second lap, it's Diljit leading the race, followed by his teammate Vishwas, followed by Rahul Rangaswamy, and in the fourth place, it's Akshat Kumaran. And it's 6 laps to go. The drivers have just completed 2 laps of the race. Diljit is comfortably leading the race here, followed by his teammate Vishwas. On third position is Rahul Rangaswamy. The DTS riders just pulling away, increasing the lead corner by corner. So it's DTS Racing in 1, DTS Racing in 1 and 2, M Sport in 2 and 3, and 4 and 5 is by Momentum Motorsports. There's a close battle there, back of the grid. The leader now comes to the fast left-hander. That's Diljit and Vishwas on your screen. Diljit leading, and on the third position is Rahul Rangaswamy. On fourth place, it's Akshit Kumaran from M Sport. Akshit is being challenged by the Momentum Motorsports cars. They're closing in very close to Akshit. The drivers now come to the end of third lap, and at the end of third lap, it's Diljit leading the race, followed by his teammate Vishwas, and on third place it's Rahul Rangaswamy. There's a battle for the fourth place between Akshit and two M Sport vehicles. That's Aman Nagdev. Sorry. There's 5 laps to go. There are 2 retirements. I can see one more M Sport car going out and joining back. A total of 14 cars started the race, and there is 1 retirement and 13 cars on the grid, on the track right now. And on your screen, it's Diljit leading the race. Diljit of DTS Racing leading, followed by Vishwas of DTS Racing. Vishwas has taken a Diljit has taken a comfortable lead from his teammate, and so is Vishwas from Rahul Rangaswamy. There has been a change in the 4th position. It is the Momentum Motorsports cars that have moved on to the 4th and 5th position. Our pole setter Akshit is moved down to 7th place. Oh, looks like Akshit was the driver which we were talking of, who went out. He's last in the pack. That's Vineet of DTS fighting with Adit Parsharan of Heston Racing. Four laps to go. With Diljit leading this contingent, followed by Vishwas Vijayaraj from Nellore, and on the third place is Rahul Rangaswamy from M Sport. Diljit clocked the fastest time in the previous lap at 1 minute 50.272 seconds, and followed by his teammate Vishwas at 150.731. Diljit there is having a field day, taking a considerable lead. He is increasing his lead corner by corner from his teammate Vishwas. And at the distance on third place is Rahul Rangaswamy, and it's a 4-lap race and anything can happen here. These are the Formula LGB 1300 cars. We have 4 laps to go, and it's the leader Diljit on your screen in car number 44, followed by car number 95 Vishwas Vijay, and car number 99 Rahul Rangaswamy from M Sport. As the leaders approach the start-finish line, the 3 laps to go, and it's Diljit who comfortably leads this race, followed by Vishwas Vijay of DTS Racing. On third place, it's Rahul Rangaswamy, and very closely approaching is the Momentum cars. Will Rahul be able to hold on to his place in the remaining 3 laps? That's the Momentum car just going out of the corner, getting back to the track. Are they closing into Rahul Rangaswamy for the third place? While we see Diljit and Vishwas comfortably leading first and second position, the momentum cars are closing into Rahul Rangaswamy there. There's 3 laps to go. Will we see a battle for the third place? Is Chetan from Momentum Motorsports closing in on Rahul Rangaswamy there? That's the race leader, Diljit, on your screen, followed by Vishwas Vijay from DTS. And as you see, there's a very close battle happening for the third place between Rahul Rangaswamy and Chetan of Momentum Motorsports. The leaders now come to the start finish line, and with that there are 2 more laps to go, and there looks to be a battle brewing up for the third place between Rahul Rangaswamy and Chetan Surineni. As Chetan made a move, yes, Chetan has made a move and now overtaken Rahul Rangaswamy at turn 1, and as the cars move towards the turn 2, it's Chetan leading at the third place over Rahul Rangaswamy. Will Rahul take the move? As we see, Rahul made an inner move, and has he made that move? As we wait for the cars to come at turn 3. Yes, it's Rahul Rangaswamy has made a move on Chetan, and now Rahul leads on third place. And Chetan isn't giving up so easily. He is in parallel to Rahul Rangaswamy, and has he made a move there as the cars move towards turn 4? No, it's still Rahul holding on to his position at third place, and Chetan closely tailing him on fourth place. On your screen is the race leader Diljit on car number 44, followed by car number 95 Vishwas Vijay, and there's a close battle for the third place there between Rahul Rangaswamy of M Sport and Chetan of Momentum. Both the cars are parallel to each other, fighting for the corner position there, and it's very close battle for the third place there. Has Rahul held on to his position, or has Chetan taken on? No, it's still Rahul. The seasoned driver Rahul, they're holding on to his position. This is where the experience speaks. Rahul is not giving up so easily. He is holding on to his position at third place as the drivers come to the final lap to start the final lap of the race. The cars are now on the final lap of the race. The race is led by Diljit from DTS Racing, followed by Vishwas of DTS Racing, and on the third place, a close battle there. Okay, looks like Rahul has now moved on to fifth place, and Chetan and his teammate have now moved on further. There's a very close battle for the third place between these 3 cars. Car number 99 Rahul, car number 86 Chetan, and Arjun from Momentum, Arjun S. Nair on car number 18. The very close battle that we can follow. There is a car that's out, that's car number 65 from M Sport is out. Tejas, he joins back the track there as he starts his last lap, and we can see a lot of drama for the third place that would be happening in the last lap. As you can see on your screen, it's a close battle between the 2 Momentum Sports vehicle car and the M Sport car. So it's a 3-way battle between Rahul Rangaswamy, Arjun S. Nair, and Chetan Surineni of Momentum Motorsports. While Diljit and Vishwas are comfortably placed in first and second place, there's a very close battle for the third place happening here. Currently led by Chetan, followed by Rahul and Arjun S. Nair. And that's our race winner, Diljit, taking the checkered flag, followed by Vishwas. And who would take the third place? It's a very close battle. As we look at the last corner, Very close battle that was, and it was less than a car length difference that the thing, and looks like it was Chetan who took up the third place, and Rahul Rangaswamy on fourth. Probably I would request our cameraman to have a replay of the finishing order of the third position. That was a brilliant race. The third place was taken by Arjun S. Nair. On the fourth place was Rahul Rangaswamy. On fifth place, Aman Nagdev. That was a very close battle for the third place. The final results of the finishing order is Diljit from DTS Racing, followed by Vishwas Vijay of DTS Racing, and on the third place was Arjun S. Nair of Momentum Motorsports. On fourth place it was Rahul Rangaswamy, and on fifth place it was Aman Nagdev from Momentum.
Cam one mic.
During the fight for the third place, looks like there has been a correction. So on fifth place it's Chetan Suraneni. It's a correction. On fourth place is Chetan Suraneni, and on fifth place it's Aman Nagdev, followed by Aryan Singh. Akshit Kumaran, the pole setter, finishes at 8th place, followed by Joel Joseph, Adit, Vineet, Dhruv, Tejas, and Mohit Aryan. So Mohit Aryan retired early in the race. The leaders now enter the pit lane. Our next race for the evening would be MRF Saloon race. Please stand by for the next race. As I request my colleague Palani to move to the pit lane to talk to the leaders. Please stand by for the next race, which is the MRF Saloon cars. On your screen is race winner Diljit, followed by Vishwas of DTS, and on third place is Arjun S. Nair from Momentum.
Mic ready solo. Mic ready solo.
You'll ask me questions.
Mic ready, mic ready, yeah, mic ready.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Congrats on the race.
The race was really good because at the start of the weekend we did not have the pace because this is the first time I'm driving this track. So each and each and every session that I've gone, I've always found a way to improve by, even if it's by 1/10, I've always found a way to improve. And I took advantage of the Ragul and Chetan fighting, and I made a move, and surprisingly and thankfully it sticks. So I'm just happy. And shout out to all of the mechanics, because we've worked a lot to get this car where it is right now. So yeah, and I just hope to keep building from here. Thank you.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up to the camera.
Second door. Second down. Second down. Second down. I'll hold.
Hi. Uh, yeah, it's a great start to the season. Finishing 1 and 2, it's a great, good points for the team, and we did a great job. And starting the season off like this, it's a great thing. On the start, I did get a good start, but I had some issues. Like there was a lot of battle in the front, so slowly I just found the gap and I just went through, and we were in P1, P2, and then we just started pulling away from the rest of the pack. And after quite a while, it was a huge gap between us, and it was a it was a good thing. But I was struggling with a little bit amount of power. That's why I couldn't catch up with Diljit. But from the team point, it's a great race for us. We did an amazing job, an amazing start, and looking forward for the next race. Thank you. And yeah, thank you.
Career sir. Pant.
The race was pretty good. I started P2, but I knew that in the beginning of the race that I could win the race. But unless or until if I make a mistake and if I go out, there was a little difficulties. But luckily, nothing happened. Everything as according to the plan how we wanted. But feeling a little disappointed for my team drivers, Vineet and Joel. But I'm happy for Vishwas who finished second. Thank you.
Good afternoon and welcome back to MRF MMSC fmsci Indian National Car Racing Championship 2022. We saw some exciting race in the FLGB 1300, and the next race in line is the MRF 2000 F2000 cars, the single seater cars there. As you can see, the cars are moving to the grid for the start finish, and we have some exciting lineup of 9 cars in this grid. To all the viewers who have joined us late, this is the second race of the weekend. This is the MRF MMSC fmsci Indian National Car Racing Championship 2022 round 1, and it's a special year for us here at MMSC as we celebrate 70 years of existence in motorsports. The next race is the MRF Formula 2000 cars. The MRF Formula 2000 cars are among the quickest racing cars in the country, and they will return to the MRF MMSC fmsci Indian National Car Racing Championship after a gap of 2 seasons. As the first round of the 2022 season gets underway at the Madras International Circuit here this weekend, the 2-liter single-seater developed by JA Motorsports in Coimbatore will headline the Compact 10 race program, which will also include the MRF Saloon, the Formula LGB 13, and the 3-tire saloon cars, the Indian touring cars, the Indian junior touring cars, and the super stock category. And this race is all about the MRF F2000. As the cars line up, we'll shortly be joined by my colleague Amit Arora on the grid, introducing us to the top 5 drivers there. As mentioned, these are the 2-liter single-seater developed by JA Motorsports in Coimbatore. These are one of the quickest racing cars in the country, and they've ridden after a 2-year break on MMSC fmsci Indian National Racing Championship. Most of the riders in this category have previously ridden in the 1600 category and have promoted themselves to this category. The MRF F2000 will have a grid of 9 youngsters, of whom it will be the first race outing in this category. Spearheading this pack is Agra's Shahan Ali Mausim, winner of the MRF F1600 Championship in the 2021. All the 9 drivers have graduated from karting and junior Formula Championship. As such, the competition is expected to be razor sharp. In the morning practice and qualifying, we saw all these cars were packed together, and the difference between them were less than a second for all cars put together. And it was a brilliant spectacle to watch, and I'm sure we will have an exciting race going forward. And handing over to my colleague Amit Arora on the grid.
What are we doing here? Just talk, then I'll take over for the race. If the cars come. Talk for what?
Tell them the season starting.
Okay, come. Just the season start and all that. Which year is this? From our calculation, 70th All India. Okay. Check, check. Right, we are here at the wonderful Madras International Circuit, the MIC. Now, we are here for the 70th year of the MMSC's running of their national races. It's perhaps the only club in this part of the world that has its own racetrack and has been conducting events in spite of COVID and everything else for 70 years now. Well, with our proud heritage, we are back here for round 1
of the 2022 MRF MMSC National Racing Championship. Behind me now, well, or rather in front of me, we've got the lovely MRF 2-liter cars, the Dallara F3 chassis, and we've got running slicks. We've had a great qualifying session. We've got drivers, trainers going on. Well, we've got, if you focus there, you take a look, we've got Aditya Patel giving some drivers tips to a driver on the grid. Aditya, what are you trying to tell him on the first lap? Right, he's telling his driver how not to take a start. So that's a new way of teaching people on the grid. But it's great to be here for round one. These delightful cars, which are the stable form of racing for the MMSC for the last 10 years. They've been to Qatar, they've been to Bahrain, they've been to Dubai, they've been to Abu Dhabi, they've been to the BIC, and of course, the Madras International Circuit, which is where the home of these cars are. Well, now I shall pass you on to the boss of the race meeting, the clerk of the course, none other than the great Amit Arora. Incidentally, quite a few Formula One drivers have made their way through here. Mick Schumacher drives in Japan today. Well, he did have a crash yesterday, but he's from here. We've got many others who emerged from this MRF Challenge Series. Let's see what the next 20 minutes bring about. Amit, on to you.
Thank you. As you heard it from Mr. Vicky Chandok, Trustee and Vice President of Madras Motorsports Club. This series was the International MRF Challenge Series, which now these cars have come into the National Championship, and this is the premier category for the National Championship, the Formula 2000 cars. And as Mr. Vicky Chandok said, quite a few F1 drivers now, like Mick Schumacher, Nikita Mazepin, Pietro Fittipaldi, all have raced in this series and in this car. So it is definitely a very, very, very vital and important experience what our Indian drivers are getting by getting these cars to drive this hardware, which was not available to Indian drivers and is now available. So let's see what the drivers can do. In pole position is Rishon Rajiv. In P2 is Sai Sanjay. In P3 is Yash Aradhya. And P4 is Shahan Ali Mohsin. So within these top four itself, we have a huge amount of competition with last year's Formula 1600 champion Shahan Ali Mohsin, who will be starting from P4. Yash Aradhya has been a multiple champion in various other categories like the Formula LGB 1300. So let's see. It's going to be 10-lap race. It's going to be neck to neck. It's going to be major competition among these guys. Be right there. Watch all the action live.
Thank you, Amit and Mr. Chandok, for that lovely introduction to the drivers and the cars. Remaining all the viewers, welcome back to MRF MMSC fmsci Indian National Car Racing Championship 2022 Day 1. Here we are at the second race of the day. That's the MRF F2000. This is going to be a 10-lap race. That's approximately 37 kilometers of racing action. We will have a formation lap for this race as well. We have some seasoned drivers here who are driving in this category, like Yash Aradhya, Rishon Rajiv, the F1600 championship winner Shahan Ali Mohsin, Chirag Ghorpade, Ryan Mohammed, Dylan Thomas, Dean Nandan and Kyle Aditya are some of the key drivers in this category. Drivers get prepared for the formation lap as the 3-minute boards comes out. The crew members now have to vacate the start grid in a minute. They have to clear up the track. The 1-minute board is out. The pit crew technicians all have to move out of the start grid now. There would be a formation lap. As mentioned earlier, these are some of the quickest cars in the country today in the single-seater category. And as Amit Arora mentioned, some of the seasoned international drivers have ridden these cars, including Mick Schumacher has ridden on this track on the same cars. That's the 30-second board, and now the formations lap would start. All these cars are running on special MRF slick racing tires, specifically prepared for these racing action for this championship. That's our start grid on your screen. Yeah. On pole position is Rishan Rajiv, followed by Sai Sanjay, and on third place is Yash Aradhya. On fourth place is Shan Ali Mosim, the F1600 champion. And on the fourth place it's Divya Nandan, and on sixth place is Chirag Gorpade, and on seventh place is Dylan Thomas, followed by Ran Mohammed. And starting last from the pit lane would be Kyle Aditya, car number 70. He would be taking the race start from the pit lane. The cars are now on the formation lap. Kyle Aditya Kumaran is missing on this formation lap. He will join the race from the pit lane. On pole position is Rishan Rajiv, who's been multiple times podium winners in the F1600, and followed by Sai Sanjay in P2, who's raced the VW Polos, multiple times podium winners, and on the 1600. He's also had some international outing there on the single seaters. Cars now come to the last corner to line up for the race. This will be a close battle. As we saw in our qualifying session, all the cars were separated with less than a second between the first and the last car. This would be a very close racing action out here for 10 laps. Cars are now lined up. The 5-second board is out. The lights are on. And that's a race start. All the cars move, and there has been a problem with one car, and the pole setter has held back, and as the cars move front, the pole setter had some issue with his car there. All cars comfortably take the turn 1 and 2 and now move towards the turn 3. Did Rishan Rajiv really had some problem with your car, or was his mistake? We are yet to see where he's positioned himself. That's a close battle there for first position between Sai Sanjay. As you see, that's car number 70 joining from the pit lane. The car has joined the race. The cars are on the first lap of the 10-lap race. That's Kyle Aditya Kumaran and car number 70 joined from the pit lane. We see the cars coming onto the third sector here. All the cars are bunched in, and there was a car that spun out at turn 12. That was car number 36, Chirag Gorpade, who's out of the track. And as the cars come to the end of final lap, it's car number 33 leading, followed by car number 11, and on third place it's car number 17, Yash Aradhya on third position. And the race is led by Sai Sanjay, and in second place is Shahan Ali Moshin. That's a close battle for the top three position. Yash Aradhya on third place. They're trying to make a move. Sanjay is not really able to. Sai Sanjay is not able to really make a run away from the bunch. He's still with the bunch there, and it's a close battle there. As the cars move to the second sector of the track in the second lap, it's going to be a close battle. Sai Sanjay there leading, followed by Ali Mohsin there, and on third place it's Yash Aradhya. All three riders are experienced riders on the single seater and have won multiple championships in various categories in the past. This is the second lap of the 10-lap race. It's going to be anyone's game as the cars are closely bunched in. And there seems to be a change in position. Yash seems to have moved to fourth place. As we see, the cars are coming to the end of second lap. They're on to the last corner. And we see car number 33 leading, followed by car number 11, and then in third place is car number 17. So it's Sai Sanjay, Shahan Ali Mohsin, and Yash Aradhya in the top three positions. Briefly, Yash had lost his position but has gained back again. As I told you, this is a very close battle. All cars are positioned equally, and the top four cars are bunched in together. And the fifth and the sixth cars are also closely moving up to the first bunch. The cars are on their third lap at the second sector. The race is led by Sai Sanjay, followed by Shahan Ali Mohsin, and there's a close battle for the third place there. Yash Aradhya still holds on to his position, not letting any car move by. He is shutting the door there. As the cars approach to the third sector, it's Sai Sanjay leading, followed by Shahan Ali Mohsin, and on third place it's Yash Aradhya. Car number 26, Rishan Rajiv, is closely tying there with Yash Aradhya. At the end of third lap, it's Sai Sanjay leading, followed by Shahan Ali Mohsin, and on third place, it's Yash Aradhya. And on fourth place, very close battle between Yash Aradhya and Rishan Rajiv there. Most cars hitting the curb there at the exit of turn 3. Sai Sanjay is comfortably leading this race, followed by Sai Sanjay is comfortably leading this race, followed by Shahan Ali Mohsin, and on third place it's Yash Aradhya from Bangalore. It's 7 laps to go. The drivers are on their 4th lap, and they are now bunching out. The top 5 cars are bunching out from the rest of the bunch. That's Sai Sanjay on your screen from Salem leading the race, followed by car number 11, Shanali Mohsin from Agra, and on in 3rd place it's Yash Aradhya on car number 17 from Bangalore, and on 4th place is the pole setter Rishan Rajiv. As the drivers come to the end of 4th lap, still it's not a comfortable lead for Yash Aradhya. Rishan Rajiv is right on his tail and can make a move anytime. And as they enter into the 5th lap, it's Sai Sanjay leading from Salem, followed by Shan Ali Mohsin from Agra, and on the 3rd place it's Yash Aradhya, very closely followed by the pole setter Rishan Rajiv. On your screen is the battle for the 3rd place between Yash Aradhya and Rishan Rajiv, with Yash leading that bunch. That's Kyle Aditya on your screen, who had a pit lane start, and currently the race leader Sai Sanjay there, followed by Shan Ali Mohsin, and on 3rd place it's still Yash holding on to the 3rd place. He's not giving a chance for Raji to make any move. No mistake from Yash there, holding on to his position tight, while Sai Sanjay and Shan Ali Mohsin lead this race ahead of him. At the end of this lap, we'll have 5 laps to go, and it could be anyone's race. Is Rishan Rajiv waiting to make a move on Yash in the later part of the race? Need to watch there. The drivers come to the end of 4 laps, and there's 5 laps to go. The race is led by Sai Sanjay, followed by Shan Ali Mohsin, who's closed into Sai Sanjay there. And on 3rd place, it's still Yash Aradhya, followed by Rishan Rajiv in 4th place. Sai Sanjay sets the fastest lap in the previous lap with 31 minute 33.424 seconds. Five laps to go. The race is led by Sai Sanjay, followed by Shan Ali Mohsin, and on 3rd place it's Yash Aradhya. The drivers are now coming to the end of sector 2. As they enter the final sector of this lap, it's Sai Sanjay leading, followed by Shan Ali Mohsin, and on 3rd place it's Yash Aradhya. And Rishan Rajiv not losing any focus, is right on the tail of Yash. He can make a move any moment in the last 3 laps. As the race leaders come to the start-finish line, we have 4 laps to go in this race. The race is led by Sai Sanjay, Yash Aradhya, and very closely followed by Rishan Rajiv. And on the 5th place is Ryan Mohammed, and on 6th place it's New Nandan and Dylan Thomas on 7th. Chirag Gorpade, who actually went out of the track spinning out, has joined back, and he is currently in 8th place. Kyle Aditya, who had a pit lane start, is in the last. Is the race leader Sai Sanjay there with a comfortable lead. Shan Ali Mohsin in 2nd. And on 3rd place Yash, and very closely followed by Rishan Rajiv. We have 4 laps to go in this race as the drivers come to the last sector of this lap. Rajiv closing in on Yash Aradhya there as they come towards the bridge corner. No mistake by Yash, and there's no room for Rajiv to enter. Yash holding a tight line and giving no chance for Rajiv to overtake there. As they come to the end of 6th lap, we have 4 laps to go in this race, and the race leader still is Sai Sanjay, followed by Shanali Mohsin, and there's a close battle as you see on your screen between Yash Aradhya and Rishan Rajiv. Rishan trying everything in his might to overtake there, and Yash giving no room and no mistake. Yash holding on to his lines there, shutting all room for Rishan to make a move. We see Shanali Mohsin closing up on Sai Sanjay there, but still Sai Sanjay is comfortably leading there by at least half a second over Shanali Mohsin. The drivers now come to the end of sector 2 in this lap. It's still Sai Sanjay leading, followed by Shanali Mohsin. Shanali Mohsin is closing in on Sai Sanjay. Will he make a move in the next 2 laps? Does he have something under his sleeve for this race? As you still see on your screen, it's a close battle between Rishan Rajiv and Yash Aradhya for 3rd place. As they come to the start finish line, it's still the race led by Sai Sanjay, very close, followed by Shanali Mohsin, and on 3rd place it's Yash Aradhya and followed by Rishan Rajiv. Shanali making his move, he's closing in on Sai Sanjay. Will he do a move this lap, or will he hold on to the final lap or the penultimate lap? So there's going to be a close battle for the first 2 places and on the 3rd position too. As mentioned earlier, they are all seasoned drivers who are previously champion in various categories and have the caliber to strategize and make moves in the later part of the race. That's Sai Sanjay on your screen, the race leader. Moving away from Shanali Mohsin. We do not see Shanali Mohsin on our screen. Yes, they come back there. Sai Tejay trying to keep the half a second lead that he has from Shanali Mohsin. Oh, we see a car that's taken a spin on the back. Does it look like Parth? Does it look like Chirag Ghorpade's car? Not very sure. It's car number 45. Ryan Mohammed, who had a spin this time. He's joining back the track. He's taken a turn and joining back the track safely. While we see again back onto the front of the grid, it's a close battle between Yash Aradhya and Rishan Rajiv. And as they come to the penultimate lap, it's Sai Sanjay leading the race, followed by Shanali Mohsin. And on 3rd place is Yash Aradhya. And on 4th place is Rishan Rajiv, very closely following Yash Aradhya there. Yash and Rishan separated by 0.1 second gap there. Yash still having a better, Rishan Rajiv had a better lap time than Yash by 0.1 second there. Yeah, Rishan Rajiv having a 1 minute 33.855, followed by Yash Aradhya at 1 minute 33.909. It's going to be a close battle in the final lap. That's our race leader Sai Sanjay there, increasing his momentum and increasing his gap from Shanali Mohsin. That's a very close battle there for the 3rd place between Yash Aradhya and Rishan Rajiv. Will Rishan make a move this time around? The drivers are on their penultimate lap there. The race is led by Sai Sanjay. Sai Sanjay from the lap 1 when he took over from Rishan Rajiv has been leading this race, followed by Shanali Mohsin, and on 3rd place Yash Aradhya holding on to his position right from lap 1, and Rishan Rajiv trying his might to pass Yash. as they come to the final lap, and it's Yash Aradhya who takes the checkered in third place. The race is won by Sai Sanjay, followed by Shanali Mosim, and the third place was Yash Aradhya. It was a good fight between Yash Aradhya and Rishan Rajiv. Well fought race. Yash did no mistake there, gave no room for Rajiv to pass him there. It was a very close battle there for the third place. Sai Sanjay had the fastest lap of the last lap at 1 minute 34.095, followed by Sai Ali Mosim at 134.123. The best lap was also of the race was also set up by Sai Sanjay at 1 minute 33.281. The next race would be the MRF Saloon Cars. That will be the last race for the day. The next race would be the MRF Saloon Car, the last race of the day. While we wait for the race winners to come to the pit lane, and over to my colleague Palni there, who will interview the race winners. Over to you, Palni.
Started off, I mean, the start was pretty bad, but we still finished where we started off. Not too bad for the first race, but obviously was expecting a lot more. But Rishon was pretty quick, and he had a bad start, so he was behind me throughout the race. So it was a bit of a confusion, whereas should I defend him or try and catch up the front two? So few laps I had to defend him, few laps I had to catch up. So yeah, it's a little tricky, but in the end we still managed to secure P3, so happy with that for race 1.
Race was good. The qualifying was not good for me. I qualified fourth. I got stuck in traffic, but racing these cars, these are much bigger cars. It's much harder to overtake. I got a very good start. Sai just cut me off, so I was fighting with him for the first position in the first lap, but after that I was just following him. There was a half a second gap which maintained throughout the race. I tried to get closer to him, but you can't follow. It's very hard to follow in these cars, and these are much wider and bigger cars, much harder to overtake. But second, I think being second in the race one is a good result, and I'll take it and hope to get some wins tomorrow. Thank you.
First car. Sanjay, sorry, sir.
Yeah, so I started from P2, and I had a bad start, but Rishon had a even worse start, so I was able to get P1, and Shahan had a really good start from P4, so he was right behind me. And once I got in front, I was just pushing and trying to manage the gap, and that's all. That's all. Yeah, and I would like to thank JA Motorsport and my mechanic Rajarajan and all, and also NK Racing Academy, and my parents. Thanks.
முடிஞ்சிச்சா ப்ரோ 3 ரைடர்ஸ் அண்ணா எல்லா ரைடர்ஸையும் போடு
Yes, bro. Karat, bro. Mic check 1 2 3.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are at MRF MMSC fmsci Indian National Car Racing Championship 2022, round 1. And this is the third race of the day and the final race of the day. These are the MRF Saloon cars. They are the ETO's car. The MRF Saloon car race 1. The third race of the day. Some of the key drivers in this category are Justin Singh, Diana, Angad, Naveli Tata, Anirudh Arvind, Tranishi Vikram, Dr. Dr. Shivani Prithvi, and our young lady Shravantika Lakshmi from Coimbatore, Suri Raghavan, Sachin Santosh, Manan Patel, Govind Raju, Jai Prashant, Divesh, Anusha, and Mohammad Amir are some of the key drivers in this category. We will discuss about the grid once the cars are here on the grid, and I would like to hand over the mic to my colleague Amit Arora on the grid, who would explain us about the category and some of the top drivers in this race. Over to the start grid to my colleague Amit Arora there.
Check, 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 check. Welcome back, viewers, to the Madras International Circuit. We are here for the MRF MMSC fmsci Indian National Car Racing Championship 2022. The year is very special to us at the Madras Motorsports Club as we celebrate 70 glorious years of our club. The championship has also been very special to us, and this is the 26th year that we are running the National Racing Championship. MRF have been our strong supporters and the sponsors of this event for the last 10 years. So it is the national championship. The cars which are lined up are the MRF saloons. These are basically the Toyota Etios vehicles, and in pole position is Justin Singh from Team Redline Racing. In P2, is Diana Pundole, also from Team Redline Racing. P3 is Angad Matru, also from Team Redline Racing. And in 4, Commissariat. These are all from the Team Redline Racing. These are all evenly prepared cars in the Toyota Etios, and it's all about these drivers making their moves, proving their merit and their talent, and to win the race. It's going to be an 8-lap race, so be right there, watch all the action live.
Thank you, Amit. Welcome back, viewers. As mentioned, this is an 8-lap race with a formation lap. That's approximately 30 kilometers of racing distance. We have 16 cars on the grid there. The final checks going on. The 5-minute board is out, so it's 5 minutes before the formation lap starts, and it's a full grid. It's a full grid of the MRF saloon cars. These are the Toyota Etios. While we have the grid positions on the screen, let me go through the grid once. It's a long grid out here. On pole position is Justin Singh, followed by Diana, and starting the second row is Angad, who's a seasoned driver here, who's won multiple podiums and has been also on the championship podium a couple of times here. And on the 4th place is Zahan, and on 5th place it's Niveli Tata, and on 6th it's Anirudh Arvind. On the 7th place it's Tarushi Vikram, and on 8th place is the young lady Shravantika Lakshmi, who also represented India in the 2019 first edition of the FIA World Motorsports. She is grown from the karting circuit, coming on to the saloon cars here. And on the 5th row starting is Surya Raghavan, and on 10th place it's Sachin Santosh ending the 5th row. And on the 6th row it is Mannan Patel, followed by Govind Raju, and on 7th it's Dr. Shivani Prithvi from Davanagere, the famous mother-daughter couple who have been on the rally scene, and Shivani is acclaimed a lot of podiums on the track as well. She starts from the 7th row in the 13th place, followed by Jai Prashant Venkat on 14th place, and on 8th row it's Divyesh Baranjun, and on the last on the grid is Anusha Mahendra Raj. That's a total of 16 cars that have started in the formation lap. The cars are going to have a quick formation lap and then come and position themselves in the grid position to start the race. For viewers who have just joined us, this is the 3rd race of the day, the MRF saloon car here, and as you see, the cars are on the formation lap. And bit of a trivia here is, during the formation lap the cars cannot overtake each other. They need to stay in their formation and go back to their respective grid for the race start. Overtaking or racing in formation lap is strictly prohibited, so these cars just follow each other in this formation lap and go and settle back in the respective grid positions to start the race. Most of these cars are from Team Redline Racing out. This would be an interesting category for youngsters to start off with the tin top racing, where the race cars are prepared by the team. They just need to arrive there and drive these cars. So as mentioned, it would be a brilliant start for youngsters to start on the tin top racing. And on your screen it was Naren Kumar, the team principal Redline Racing, and his team of soldiers there. It's an exciting moment for them to see all their drivers and cars revving up for the start of the race. It's been a long run for all the teams out here in any of the categories, preparing the cars, training the drivers, and getting on to the national championship. It's not just a 2-day weekend, it's months and months of hard work, multiple tuning sessions, multiple training sessions for the drivers that gets them down to here on the grid. And it's such a lovely scene to see 16 cars on the grid lining up, a complete grid, and would be an exciting race to watch out. Do not leave your seats. Watch for this final race of the day, an exciting MRF saloon car category. The cars are now lining up at the grid. After the formation lap, cars are coming up, lining up in their respective grids there. Few cars doing the final adjustments of landing up at the right place on the grid. So you see an extended yellow line there on the grid. That is for the driver to see comfortably that his front wheel is on that particular yellow line. So they are within the grid box. The 5-second board is there. The lights are going to come in now. The start lights are out. And it's time to race. And it's race on. There was a brilliant start for Justin Singh there, and a close battle between car number 99 and car number 16. All cars taking the turn 1 comfortably. There's been a safe move at the turn 1, and all cars now move to turn 2, led by car number 47, Justin Singh on the lead. All bunched together as they move on to turn 3 and go towards the sector 2. Justin taking an early lead there on car number 47, followed by Diana and car number 15. Do we see any change in the top 3 order from the race start? We'll have to wait and watch as the cars move on to the second sector at turn 4. Justin making the full use of his pole position and taking a comfortable lead there. He has at least 10 car lengths lead as he is in the second section of the track of this first lap of the race. It's a 8-lap race and we are on the first lap of the race. That's Justin leading the race, followed by car number 15, Diana, and on in third place is Angad on car number 99. There has been no overtaking the top 3 positions. They have maintained their positions as they come to the final corner of the lap 1. That's end of lap 1, and Justin Singh leads the race, followed by Diana in second place, and on third place it's Angad Mathur. At the end of lap 1, the cars are now getting separated as the top 4 cars bunch together. That's some clean racing happening there. 7 laps to go. We are on the second lap of the race, and the race is led by the pole sector Justin Singh, followed by Diana, and on third place it's Angad Mathur. As the cars come towards the start of sector 2 in lap 2, It's a comfortable lead for Justin Singh on car number 47, followed by car number 15 Diana, and on third place it's Angad Mathu, and on third place it's Zahan on car number 19. Car number 15 Diana has made progress in moving towards car number 47 Justin Singh. She is closing up the gap with her race leader Justin Singh. Car number 16 Mohammed Amir, who did not show up at the start grid, looks like has taken a pit lane start as we see the car on the racetrack. We come to the end of third lap, and it's Justin Singh leading, followed by Diana, and on third place is Angad Mathur. And Diana sets the fastest lap of this race currently at 202.527. As mentioned, she is closing in the gap to Justin. She is less than half a second distance of a striking distance with Justin. So we have 6 laps to go. Sorry for that. Yep, we come back here. There's a close battle there with 2 cars. We see that one of the car moving out of the track. At any given point of time, at least 2 wheels have to be on the track for the cars to be, before they overtake, at least 2 cars have to be on the track. If not, the move would be considered illegal, or there might be penalties put onto it there. So we come back with the race leaders, and the race is led by Justin Singh, followed by Diana, and on third place is Angad. And the gap between Justin and Diana have been closing down very closely, and it's less than half a second distance difference between Justin and Diana. Will Diana make a move further as they move towards the race? Need to watch and see. Maybe she's waiting for the right time to overtake Justin there. That's race leader Justin on your screen, very closely followed by Diana. And as mentioned, Diana set the fastest lap in the previous lap at 2 minutes 2 seconds, 0.527. It's a 0.4 seconds difference between both the race leaders as they come to the end of lap 4. It's Justin leading, followed by Diana very closely there, as you see on your screen. And on the distant, on third place is Angad. Some of the spectators there watching on the big screen. There have been 2 big screens installed in the pit lane for the grandstand viewers to watch the race, and for some of the team people to watch in the pit lane. We are on the fifth lap of the race, and the race is led by Justin Singh, followed by Diana, and on third place is Angad Mathur. Diana is closing on and Justice, and she's just on the tail of him, so she could make a move anytime. It's just a matter of time. If there's any mistake by Justin, and Diana will make a move. It's a close battle for the top 2 places. As the leader comes onto the bridge corner, it would be 4 laps to go after this lap. There's Diana closing in on Justin as they move towards the third sector. As they come to the end of the fourth lap, it's Justin leading, followed by Diana. Justin making no mistake, giving no room for Diana to overtake there, and Justin trying to increase his lead now. It's gone to 0.8 seconds as compared to the previous lap where they were separated by 0.4 seconds, and that was Anirudh going out of the track and joining back at turn 12. As mentioning with the race leader is Justin, who had a better of Diana in the previous lap at 2 minutes 2.775 seconds for as compared to Diana's 2 minutes 3.150 seconds. So he has increased the lead from 0.4 seconds to 0.8 seconds. So Justin realizing that Diana is closing in and has increased his lead. And on third place it's Angad there comfortably. Others who have made a certain change in the order of start is Shravantika Lakshmi, who started from 8th place, is moved on to 11th place, and that's your race leader on the screen. Justin Singh, as you can see, he is increasing his lead and taking no chances, and followed by Diana in second place, and the difference is now gone up to 1.3 seconds. In the lap 3 we saw it was just 4 seconds of difference between them both, and that's when Justin started pulling off, and today and now he is 1.3 seconds ahead of Diana. As we come to end of this lap, there are 3 laps to go, with car number 47 Justin leading, followed by Diana. At the end of that lap, it was Justin who had the fastest lap time of 2 minutes 2.775 seconds. So that's a clear 1.3 seconds gap between him and Diana. On third place it's Angad comfortably there with a 4 seconds lead from his nearest competitor Zahan on 4th place. Shivani Prithvi is also moved down a couple of places. She's moved on to 14th place. There. We drive with car number 69, Tanushree Vikram there on your screen. We have 3 laps to go for the end of this race. As you see on your screen, the race is led by Justin Singh, followed by Diana, and on third place is Angad. On your screen is car number 23, Govind Raju. That's car number 50, Anusha Mahendra Raj. Started last from the grid. That's our race leader, Justin there, increasing his lead considerably. And on third place is comfortably Angad. He has no one behind him for 4 seconds. He is comfortably leading the pack at 4 seconds. As the riders come for the penultimate lap, it's Justin leading the race, followed by Diana, and he is increased the lead for 2 seconds now. It's 1.9 seconds lead from Diana. With less than 2 laps left, it's going to be difficult for Diana to catch up with Justin unless Justin does some mistake. It's a clear lead for Justin there, and similarly Angad too is comfortably positioned at third place. We are on the penultimate lap of the 8-lap race. There's a clear 7 seconds gap a 6.9 seconds gap between Angad and Diana, with Diana leading in the second place. Diana had the fastest lap in the previous lap with 2 minutes 2.952 seconds, with Justin at 2 minutes 3.108. But still, Justin is leading this pack by 2 seconds. There are a few cars coming in to the pit lane. Car number 23 of Govind Raju coming inside the pit lane. That's race leader on our screen there. Car number 47, Justin, followed by Diana. And on third place is Angad Mathur. Right from the start, these three people have maintained their positions from the start grid and have not lost a place or have not reduced their gap. They have been considerably increasing the gap from the competitor and staying there on the top. That's Justin, car number 47, coming for the final time. We're on the last lap of the race. And Justin leads this race with 1.7 seconds lead from his nearest competitor, Diana, on car number 15. It's been a brilliant drive from Diana as well, holding on with her position. And on third place is Angad. And on fourth place is Zahan. On fifth it's Nivina Tata, and on sixth is car number 69, Tanushri Vikram. On your screen is car number 99 on P3, that's Angad. On third place. We are on the final lap of the race and another half a lap to go as the race leader is coming to the end of sector 2. That's car number 99, Angad, on your screen at P3. And Justin increasing his lead to 2 seconds as he comes to the final sector of the race. This is the final lap. We are on the final sector and last couple of corners before Justin can take the checkered flag. He is led the race from the beginning from pole position, and last corner for him to finish. And then second place is Diana, car number 15. And as the drivers come to the final corner is Justin on car number 47 taking the final corner and the checkered flag, and he takes it on style. And on in second place is Diana on car number 15, and on third place we wait for car number 99, Angad, to take third place. That was a brilliant racing by Justin Singh, Diana and Angad. All held on to their positions from the start. That was the last race of the day, the MRF Saloon Race 1. We shall all see you tomorrow again for the remaining races, and we have some exciting saloon car, the F2000, and the other interesting fast cars that would be the ITC, IJTC, and the Super Sport Car races tomorrow. Please do tune in to the Madras Motorsports YouTube channel and the Facebook channel for live updates and live coverage of the MMSC FMSci Indian National Championship Car Championship Round 1 held here at the Madras International Circuit. We just witnessed an exciting race of MRF Saloon race, which was won by Justin Singh starting from the pole position till the end, and followed by Diana in second place, and on third place was Angad Mathur. It's been an exciting day of racing. We had 3 races and 6 qualifying sessions for the day. The rain gods have been kind. We've had a cloudy weather but no rains. All races happen in time. The race winners now come onto the pit exit, and I would hand it over the mic to my colleague Palni on the pit lane to have a word with the podium winners. Over to you, Palni. And signing off for the day is your commentator Anil Kumar S. We will all see you tomorrow at the MMSC MRF FMSci Indian National Championship round 1 day 2 tomorrow. See you all, and over to Palni on the pit lane.
Was very, I can say, okay. I was hoping for some better results, but I can be okay with this result so far. Long way to go. We'll see how it goes later. Thank you.
Exciting. Yeah, it was really fun. And next time, go faster. To Justin and Angad, thank you.
Smile, Raina. Yeah.
Ready?
A very nice race, uneventful, but it was good way to start the season, and we'll go on to the next race now. Thank you.